Okay, I've got another cute little Cricut design that I'm going to be working with. This is an Easter basket pop-up card. So I know I'm certainly looking forward to spring and Easter and all of the light colors and great weather, and so I thought this would be a fun little project to work on. So just click on Cricut Design Space and look up Easter basket pop-up card. It says it finishes a card that is 5 inches, 5 by 7, and it also gives you the envelope. Now my colors will be a little bit different because I'm just using what I have on hand, but I just wanted you to see this in Cricut Design Space. So follow along and we'll put this card together and see how it goes. This particular project uses just 7 mats. However, I used more because I used Hammermill 110-pound cardstock that was only 8.5 by 11, so it required me to use more mats. Okay, so I've got all my pieces cut out and they're all ready to go. A couple things to note was this one blue did not come out very well. I tried to work with it and it didn't come out well, so I did go ahead and print another one. So I have 2 blue. And the other thing was, when I was looking at the colors on the mat, this looked like a different color to me, and then I realized when I started working with them that it needed to be the same color because these two are going to go together. So this is just an extra one that I'll just lay aside. But I did try to pop out all of the little pieces out of all of the eggs and the basket. So I've got those ready, I believe, and we're ready to start assembling. So I'm going to go ahead and click back to the introductory page of the Easter basket pop-up card, where it does have some instructions, and obviously the first thing it says is gather all your materials, and so we've got all of those things. I've taken our little basket and kind of popped out all of the little weaving areas. So it says set aside the 3 grass pieces with the center tabs. So we have these grass pieces, 3 grass pieces with the center tabs. So that would be 1, 2, and there should be a third one with a center tab. I'm guessing it's this one. I'm guessing these are the tabs, and it looks like we go large, medium, and then small. So I'm going to set those aside, and then also set aside the eggs with the top slip and the bunny pieces. So the eggs that have the top slit, we're supposed to set those aside as well. So I have my pink, my blue, and my yellow. And I'll just set those aside with our green pieces. And the bunny pieces. So I don't see where my bunny's body printed out, so I'm going to have to go back and run that one. So let me just pause here for a minute and see if I can figure out where the rest of the bunny's body is, because it did not print out with my papers. Okay, so in the process of me hiding some of the elements so that I could print them on 8.5 by 11, I actually forgot to unhide and to put some, and so that was the bunny's body and the base that will attach our greenery to. So those were the pieces that I had forgot to make. Then we'll go back to our instructions. We were laying the things aside that we weren't going to need right away. So it basically said to set aside the grass pieces with the center tabs, the eggs with the top, and then the bunny pieces. So we've got this piece here and that piece there that we're going to set aside as well. So we're going to glue, oh, evidently it's having us set them aside to work with. So the other pieces, I guess we're going to set aside if we follow the instructions exactly. So it says glue the pink head piece to the back of the bunny. Well, that's, okay, so that'll be fairly simple. And we have some pieces we have to pop out the cheeks. And the little nose, the little triangle nose. And then we need to pop the ears out as well. So just gonna work on popping those out. See if we can get those out of there. All right, and then we have another one. Hopefully we can get that out of there. Okay, so we've got, let's go ahead and get that nose off the back and that one little eye. Okay. Just trying to clean that up so we don't see that. And then I'm going to clean the little slits where the bunny's paws are. So we've got that. So we basically just use the Cricut pen, the Cricut marker, and I just used the black. It didn't really call for a specific one. So, and I believe we'll want to line this up and see. I believe it's going to go just like that. So I've got a little fraying of my paper on the chin here. And then a little bit there by the arm. Trying to do a little detail cleanup here. Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and glue. And I'm going to put the glue on the bunny body so that I don't put it to where it would show through the eyes or the nose. Just going to do it that way. And this Barely Art glue has that nice tip on it, so it makes for a real nice clean gluing. I'll link all of the materials that I used in the description box below, so you can check it out. I'm just trying to get that lined up, nice and neat. So we've got that lined up. So glue the pink head to the back of the bunny and glue the bunny to the front of the foot tab on the grass piece. So there is a, what they're calling a foot tab on the grass piece. And that is this one here. And it looks like how they're doing it is they've got the bunny flipped upside down, and then it appears that we're going to glue it like this. This is how the picture shows it. That's the foot right there. So this right here, and that is the foot tab. So it looks like I need to put some glue on here, and that this right here is the foot tab, and you're going to line that up perfectly with the foot. Whoops, and then I moved it. So let's see how that looks on the front. Okay, I need to move it over just a little bit more. So that's the foot tab. So if you get that piece right there lined up with the foot, and you'll see it's different because it's got this circular thing here, where these other ones are just flat. So that's where that goes. And then it is saying to glue the pink, or actually it says to glue the mint, and I didn't use mint. So I think I'm using the blue for the mint, and it's saying to glue that into the bunny's hands. So you're basically going to glue that, like that, into the bunny's hands. So make sure I've got, and it's the top piece that they want. So I'm just going to clean this up a little bit more. I still got some frays on there that I want to get rid of. this was some of the non-pattern paper, and as I stated, it didn't quite cut as well as the textured paper, I guess I should say. I said pattern, I meant textured. It didn't seem to glue quite as well. I don't know if I'm getting that in frame, but basically I'm putting the glue on there, and I'm going to put some on the back side of that because that's going to be kind of woven in between there. And it looks like it needs to kind of set down on the green the way that it's pictured. So I'll put a little bit of green on the bottom there. So that's the first step according to the instructions. So trying to clean up some of the little fraying of the paper. So I'm blowing it out there. Okay, so we've got that far. Now the next thing that it's showing that we're going to do is essentially we're going to glue the other colors to the grass as well. So it looks like we're just taking this and gluing it onto the bottom of this. And they're not showing the grass doesn't show through the egg. So you're going to want to keep it below those little holes that are there. And then we're going to do the same thing with the pink one. And we're going to glue. I think I wanted to do that differently because I think this is that's how I want to do that. So I want I don't think it matters. I think I can go this side. Okay. Just checking myself to try and get it right. And then glue that one on there. So that's going to look like that. And just running my blade through here, trying to get this little rough edges out of there. You can see they didn't weed out on the mat. My mats are old and they're not as sticky, so they didn't weed out when I pulled them off. A lot of times when you pull it off, it'll just stay right on the mat, but I need to get some new mat. I have a bunch of mats, but they're all incredibly old and are not near as sticky as they once were. I've cleaned them and done some different things to kind of preserve their life, but I think they're at the end of their life cycle. Okay, so that was the next step. So now we've got our eggs on there and our bunny on there. And then the next thing, this one I will say has really good instructions. So the last one I did, I made some mistakes, and I actually left my mistakes in the video so that everyone could see what those mistakes were. But this one has some pretty good instructions. So be sure and roll down past the picture on it so that you can follow the instructions. So basically what we're doing is we're grabbing the two largest pieces and we're folding along the score lines. And getting our grass ready is basically what we're doing. And then we're going to take and we're going to interlock the slits within each other. I think that's how, actually I think it's going to go this way, so we're going to bend outward. And then we're going to do this, and we'll bend outward. So those are going to actually be bent outward like that. So it's going to look like something like that is what it's going to look like. And then it looks like these pieces here, these extra pieces that we have here, are going to go in the middle. They're going to be the crossbars. So we're going to do that. And then we're going going to do this. And we're going to just slide them down on there, get them down as far as you can get them. Sorry, I'm putting it up where I can see it. I'm getting a little too close to the... So basically we've got those crossbars in there. So this is what it looks like. Let me lay these things aside and kind of get them out of the way. So we've got that done. We're going to take the one with the pink egg, I guess. I don't know if it's supposed to be the largest one or what, but we're going to slide it in here. Just slide it down in there just like we did the others. And just kind of wiggle it in to get it to go into the slots. Looks like maybe I'm missing that slot there. There we go. Just try to wiggle it down in there. Okay, so we've got our pink egg in there. And it looks like we're going to slide I'm trying to decide which is which because they look a little bit different. I'm trying to make sure I got, yeah, I did get the right one. And then this one is going to slide into this. I believe. I might need, trying to decide if I need to put my, I need to put my bunny in there first because my bunny goes in the same direction that my, I think that's what I'm going to do. It looks like my bunny goes in the same direction that my pink egg goes in. So I'm going to slide my bunny in there next. I'm not certain. There we go. So I've got my bunny in there. And then I think I need to slide my, yes, I think that's how I need to do it. I need to slide my yellow one in there. And get it slid down where it goes. So we have all of our eggs in there now. I feel like that yellow one, I guess the yellow one's sticking up a little bit higher. I think that's how it goes. Okay. Now we need to slide our matching egg pieces in with the other egg piece, and I think that'll help stabilize it. So we're doing it like that. It says behind the leaves, so I think what I need to do is kind of get it in there behind my leaves. And you could probably, on that one, there we go. So I got that in there. So they're all in there now. And I think it might be helpful to maybe put a little bit of glue in there just to kind of help stabilize them a little bit so they don't move around. I don't know. It doesn't say that, but I feel like it could be helpful. And this little one has a leaf here. I think I'm going to actually glue it to the leaf just to give it some stability. Okay. put a little bit of glue on there. So this is what it looks like now. So we've got the bunny with the blue and then the pink and the yellow. That's cute. Now it's calling for the next piece is to get the this piece and to fold it along the score lines. And I don't know. I think I'm just gonna be folding it like this. I think it's showing this folding out. So we're just folding it along the little score lines, each one. Boy, the wind is just really howling out there. Having some crazy weather right now. Yesterday it was like, or actually today it was like 63, or maybe warmer, maybe even 65. And now it's like 30 something. So it's just been a drastic change, but the wind has just been howling and howling. Crazy like. So that's just been really some crazy weather. Okay, so I've got that. It's actually telling me to glue the handle of the basket. It shows it like this with the back of the bunny and then gluing the handle of the basket on these inside pieces. So I think we need to put it like that so that when we look at the front, we've got the marks. So it looks like I need to glue those on here. And it's showing it gluing down here. Hopefully you can see that. Try and keep it in frame, and then gluing down here. So I've got those glued. I actually want to go up a little bit just because I think it'll be all right like that. There we go. So it's going to look like that. And then I think we want to get these tabs to line up on here. So we're just going to put some glue on here. I think I might even run a little bit of tape runner because that'll do the like a quick hold, and then the glue will do the long hold. So we'll just do it like that and just lining it up. I'm trying to line it up to where my line kind of comes together there. So I'll just glue that right there together. And then it's showing, ooh, maybe I should have put it, or actually, I think I should have. Before I do that, I'm going to go this way around it. And it's showing you, yeah, I'm going to do it that way. Lining the tabs up is what it's showing. So I'm going to put some more glue on there, get my tabs lined up, and glue this together. Okay. So basically, you're going to line your tabs up. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of glue these things together. And glue these together. Okay. So this is what we've got. We've got our little bunny in a basket with 3 little eggs and our little grass popping out. That's pretty cute. Okay, so now we're ready to work on the base. I need to pop this stuff out. This was one of the pieces that I missed when I was hiding stuff so that I could get everything to fit on the 8.5 by 11. So I'm just popping these pieces out. This is where we're going to slide our slits through. I was thinking using the heavier paper would be good for stability, but it's not good for the getting a good clean cut. That's for sure. Got some tape on there. Get rid of that. That wind is, I don't know if you can hear that wind on the video or not, but it is just really howling. I'm not sure what the wind chill is. I'm sure that it's a lot colder than 31 now because that wind is just whipping. It's been like that all day, really. Earlier in the morning it wasn't quite as bad, but and it was quite a bit warmer. It's dropped significantly. I said if we were getting the snow that some of the other places were getting, it definitely would be a blizzard, because you add that wind to snow and you definitely have a blizzard. So I'm thankful that we didn't get the snow, and hopefully we're not getting it. Okay. So then basically what you're going to do is you're going to slide these tabs through this, and you're going to glue it down. And that's going to make your base to your card. So I'm just going to pinch this one long enough for it to kind of take hold. And then we'll do the second one the same way. We're just going to pinch it through there. And then I'm just going to glue it down. And I suppose you could go in either direction, but I'm just going the way that I folded it. It'll be fine, as long as I get it in there tight. Push it down. Okay. And then from there, that'll kind of dry. I'm going to get rid of all this junk. Where's my trash can? There it is. Okay. And then I've got my card base. And it did cut nicely. So I've got a nice egg on the front. I've got glue all over my hands. And I've got some tape runner there. Okay. So we're going to take our insert pieces and we're going to lay them down on here. And I'm just looking to see. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to go like that. I've got a little center hair I need to pop out. There we go. And I had to do a little surgery on this one because it didn't want to cut real clean, but I think it'll be all right. I'm going to just use my tape runner. Try and get along this edge here, maybe. All of that. I'm just going to line it up, and it is showing a white edge all the way around. So I'm just going to make a nice little white edge all the way around my card, and I'll do the same with this one. I'm just trying to line it up to where they match. Okay, we'll lay that down. Okay, so there's that. And then basically we are ready to assemble this. And we need to just assemble it to where I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to use some glue on this so I'll have wiggle room to get it where I need to get it. But I'm putting plenty of glue on there. The tape doesn't allow for enough wiggle room, so that's why I'm using the glue on this. And then it looks like, so we want to get this kind of centered on there. And we want to bring our white pieces, I don't know if you can see that or not, right up to the edge of that blue. make sure we have them kind of lined up to where we've got it right to the edge of that blue. Now, if we've done it right, it should fold in close properly. So there we go. Super cute, fun little project. It's not too challenging. Got a little messy glue there. I would just say choose your paper carefully. These could have been a little bit heavier duty paper, I think. But obviously it has to be able to give too. So I think it's all right. And then I think I'm going to put some kind of a sentiment on the outside. Now the picture on the Cricut Design Space uses a mint green. I didn't have mint. This is what I had, so I just used it. I tried to coordinate the eggs to go along with it, is what I did. So the other thing you could do possibly is double up on these. I think if you'd have doubled up on those and then glued them together, you'd have some strength. I may go back and do that, because since I think I did put a little bit of glue, but I might be able to pull them apart and double up. But I think doubling up on the eggs would have helped a little bit, and I think they still would have folded correctly. So I think it'd be all right. So let me know what you think. I think it's super cute. Quick and easy Cricut project, pop-up card. Definitely would add probably Happy Easter to that, or something. But I hope you like it. If you do, consider giving me a thumbs up, and have a good evening.